Hey guys, Megan Lynn here, Spiritual Empress. How are you? Good morning. I had recorded a video yesterday and I went to post it and it just didn't feel right, like it wasn't impactful enough. But the funny thing is, because I waited, I had another experience last night. I was woken up at 3 o'clock, never fails, and it was after recording that message yesterday. So this is why I waited to record this. I want to let everybody know what's planetarily going on right now. We just have a lot of stuff. It was something I experienced partial 40 and then in meditation, but the knocks came again at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I have a strong feeling. If you guys didn't watch my video on Witchcraft and Mormons and Christianity, I talk about John Ramirez, and I dropped a comment on his page, and he basically talks about growing up practicing as a Luciferian Satanist witch, and how he turned away from it because he realized it wasn't that powerful compared to the God energy. So I wanted to let everybody know what's going on planetarily for August. A lot of things. So last night, what happened to me, I'm just going to share my experience first, and a lot of this ties into my Pisces tarot reading video and a conversation I had with Naya that she had with another medium about what's going on right now. So last night I had a dream that I was in this person I know. I just kind of offhandedly know her, but I offhandedly know her, but we're not like friends or anything. And I have a feeling for some reason like she's abused. This is just kind of like things I've heard. She's with an abusive man right now, but I had a dream, and for some reason I was invited over to her house. So I go in the house, and the house is very weird, like brick, just kind of like an old feel to it. There's a pool in the back, and the guy and some other friends are there. So he's like drinking in the pool, and he comes in from outside, and there's all this food on the table, so we're all getting ready to eat. And he comes in with, he pulls out drugs like coke. He pulls out coke and weed. And, she kind of, rolls her eyes, and she's like, really? Like, Megan's here. Like, you're going to do that right now? And he just basically tells her to shut up and makes her do a line with him of coke. Then proceeds to get high. So this guy right away can tell is a total loser. And you can tell she's a submissive, sweet one. So I go into another room of the house, just with her and myself, and I walk in and I said, oh, you have a nice little entity in here. And she goes, what do you mean? And I said, well, you have an entity, it touches you, like it hurts you, it hits you. And I said, is he hurting and hitting you? And she said, yeah. And basically this entity, I've had a lot of dream work, fear-based, entity-based training that I did years and years ago with my guides at the time. They were just scenarios I would do over and over, and I'd wake up well aware that it was, wake up in the dream, well aware that, okay, it's go time, we're in a scenario. And they would teach me about different entities and how they move and how they work. This one was very oppressive, and he tried to be oppressive with me, and basically anybody dealing with dark entities or anything like that, you have the right to tell them to just leave you alone, like to fuck off. So I basically just told the thing, I was like, no, get away from me. And I said, okay, well, I can, clear this energy out tonight for you if I want. And I look up on this shelf, and on this shelf there's this globe. And in the globe there's like 4 different, it's like a figurine globe, but there's like these 4 different figurine like fairies in the globe. And I think they maybe were like elementals. One had a star in its hand. I don't know, but I picked this up, and I go to the lady and I go, what is this? And she goes, what do you mean, what is this? And I said, this is hardcore witchcraft. Like, where did you find this? And this is not any a figurine or anything I've ever seen before in my waking life or like through my research. I just knew it was witchcraft, and I asked her what it was. And she said, well, how do you know that? And she goes, well, we were married by witches. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take this with me. Now, something the guy had gone back out in the pool area. He came back in. It's like he sensed that either I had located this entity, or I had touched this globe, or that I was taking the globe with me. And he came back in, and I'm trying to help her clean up like dishes and stuff like that. And you know, she was talking to me, and I was more so like doing the dishes. And the guy comes in, and he confronts her about something. He was really angry, and honestly, it was just a psychoism. It wasn't anything she had done. And so then what she tries to do, as many abused women do, is try to calm them down, which only fuels the fire. If anybody's in an abusive relationship or anything like that, he was in her face, and she was, you know, like, babe, you know, it's not a big deal. And he goes, well, you better get the effing dishes done. And I happen to have dishes in my hand at the time. So I look at him square in the eye, and he looks at me. And then I take the silverware that I had in my hand, and I slam it down in the sink. And then I looked at him, and I said, that news you've been waiting for, you're going to get it tonight. Well, turns out, I guess in the dream, because the girl freaked out, and she goes, wait, what? And I said, you know what I'm talking about. And she goes, I guess that night in the dream, he was going to be set to go to the doctors. And this is part of with the planetary karma that's going on right now, you guys. Like, nasty people, and especially women who have been abused. Like, this is Mother Earth. So women who have been abused, or like downtrodden, or people taking advantage of them, or beta faking alpha males that have taken advantage of them due to being raised by narcissistic parents, like, that is not being tolerated anymore. So I told him, I said, that news, you're going to get it tonight. And turns out in the dream, she goes, well, what do you mean he's going to the doctors to find out if he has some, like, I don't know if it was cancer or what it was. And I said, well, then you more than likely know the answer that you're going to get. And so she freaked out. And I didn't have a vehicle, I guess, when I went over there. I didn't care. I walked out of the house, and I was going to walk home. So planetarily, you guys, I woke up at 3 from this dream, and I stayed up for a little bit, and I was on my phone and got sleepy again. So I decided, okay, I'm going to try to sleep a little bit more. And what happened then was I go into a meditation when it's like that late at night, and this is why my message wasn't impactful enough. I went into a meditation, and immediately in the meditation I started to see normal things that I usually do. I see a lot of people kissing, like soulmates or something, twins, I don't know. I see a lot of that, like, in my meditations, and animals and things like that. But this time there was a hooded figure, and this hooded figure comes forward, and you can't see a face or anything, it's just completely hooded. And it looked like casting, and it was just like this black energy casting this black energy on me. And at first I was trying to transmute the energy, but then I realized fighting this kind of entity or this kind of thing was not, certain entities you can't, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's fighting without fighting. So this thing's casting on me. And then after a certain point I just said, you know what, try your all, give me your all, I don't care. Give me your all, and you cast as much as your dark little heart desires, and this thing keeps casting. And I think it has to do with the link that I shared with the Witchcraft video that I did. I think somebody saw it, and I think that somebody saw the comment on the page, and I think that that's actually, I think partial, it's an entity, but with a lot of entities, they are summoned here by you know, low-level Satanists and witches and things like that. But I feel like somebody saw it on that page, and I put something about crysted energy in a comment on John Ramirez's page, and how, you know, it's really not that powerful. So I think that was an actual, like, person. I think it was an actual person reaching out. And the funny thing about it is they kept casting the dark stuff, and then the dark stuff, the color started getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and then until it was fully white. It was fully white color. And so I just want to let you guys know, like, planetarily what's going. So I got woken up by the knocks again, because they started getting whiter and whiter and whiter, and then I got the kicking on my bed again, which is the knocking. I got 3 knocks, and I woke up again, and I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, I really feel like this is another person who saw my video. So just so you know, like, if it is a person, like, I'm aware of what you're doing, but it's not gonna work. But the funny thing was that knocking and waking me up happened twice last night. So thanks for being mildly annoying, but that's pretty much the only power that you're going to have with me here, especially in the 3D. But I was talking to Naya. Her friend and I, at the same time, saw these dark things, and I've never seen it before, in the sky, flying down. And the thing is because they're losing so much on the ground here in 3D, the dark level, the dark energy, it's losing so much in the 3D that now the games that are being played in the 4D, they're having to leave 4D, and they're coming down here really desperately trying to get back control over the collective, and it's not working. And it's very bold that they're doing this. They're having to leave 4D, but like we can see them. So people who can see energy, like before I did my interview with Naya, her friend had mentioned something about these flying beings, and I said I've seen them too, and I was freaking pumping gas, and I'm like, what is that? What are these things? Like it was very weird. I've never seen them fly so low before, but it's because they're desperately trying to. And just so you guys know, in the 4D was infiltrated a long time ago. There's different games that go on in the 4D too, with military kind of projects and things like that. But karmically, like it's like this mean behavior and manipulation and things like that, a lot of it's going to be having no power, and truths are going to come out. So I wanted to be very clear about my channel too, just so you guys know, with the channel's for you, and I said that in my very first video. The channel's really for you guys. It's not about me coming up here explaining my experiences or my work or what I think. It honestly was for you guys, and it's about exposing the true gifts that everybody possesses on this planet, that they're not here to work and get tired and not enjoy this experience, because that's what's been taught before, that you make your way by working really hard and, or manipulating your way through a system, or stepping on people to get where you want. That's not going to work anymore. So you're going to see a lot of the downfall of a lot of people. That's my prediction for moving out of August, is you're going to see secrets coming out. You're going to see a lot of that. Secrets coming out, but it's a good thing, because the secrets are going to people who gossip their way up to the top, or got a position they weren't qualified for over you maybe, or something like that. I just feel like it's just going to be a lot of truth. It's going to be a really, really good thing, because it's gonna help people really get their just rewards for being the good people that they are. So this channel is for you guys. That's why when I say comment, like, share, I want to know what you guys either want me to talk about, or I want to promote you guys. And just so you know, I'm well versed in marketing techniques. I'm well aware of how to blow up my channel, and it would have been blown up by now. The thing of it is I only want really special people on here. So the people that have subscribed and stayed and continue to stay, you're the special ones. And if you get to a point where you grow out of it, then that's great. But the people on here are very special and specific. I know peak times I should post. I know how many I should do. I know where I could advertise and get, but this channel isn't for just anybody. So if you notice, that's why I'm allowing it to very organically and authentically grow into this like super beast of just truth. So if you guys want me to talk about any of your stuff, because I understand that people are very shy about getting on the camera, just send me an email, wmegan939@gmail.com, or if you want to hear about specific things, put a comment in there. But yeah, it's really for you guys. It's about exposing your true gifts, and it's not so much about me. So if you watch my very first video, I open it with this. So I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. You guys have been really awesome. Yeah, if you have any questions, drop comments, likes, shares, anything like that, and we'll talk soon, guys. Bye, Army of the Truth Seekers. Bye.